fuck this. I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up. I'm not starting my fucking self. You fucking stupid bitch. This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking nigger, Alex, is doing this shit. You fucking nigger. I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna... Yo, everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger. Just type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger. Fuck him. Fuck.
Hello everybody and welcome to Young Hero Rants, the show in which I rant about whatever aspect of the world is annoying me lately. I am your host, ThatKidDouglas, aka the Young Hero, the internet's loneliest D-less personality. And today, I'm going to be finally doing a rant on the most hated man on the internet, the Rat, the Gnome King himself, Keemstar. And I'm not doing it alone this time. I've got my good friend Brandon Nathaniel here, and we're going to be doing this cooperatively. Or in WWE terms, we're going to be tag teaming this bitch. So, let's get right into it. Now, I could overuse the millions of other clips of Keemstar doing the most despicable shit imaginable. But, to be honest, that's so played out at this point, and so many people have already done it, like Alex is a stupid nigger, the whole Tony pedophile accusations, and numerous others. So, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to focus on some of the things that I don't think people are really talking about or putting as much attention on. So, of course, we're going to talk about Keemstar's obsession with friends and thinking that everybody on YouTube is his friend. Now, Brandon, you and me, we've been friends for like nearly 3 years now.
Yeah, exactly.
We met at Durham College in Oshawa, Ontario.
It was late August of 2013.
Yes. So we've been friends for nearly about 3 years. And the thing is, this is the thing that kind of bugs the shit out of me with Keemstar. He honestly seems to think that everybody is his friend, and
no,
and that's really not the case. He honestly seems to think that because he shouts people out a few times, or because he'll do stuff for people occasionally, that he's friends with them, or that they owe him something, when in all actuality, they really don't. And
that's not what a true friend does. That's something that, like, what a narcissist would do.
No, of course, because you and me, Brandon, we do stuff for each other occasionally. We help each other out. We share ideas for stuff.
That's the same with your best friend, Eric.
Of course,
AKA
yeah.
Right Q.
Yeah. Me and Brandon, we share ideas, we talk, and we do stuff for each other occasionally. So does me and Eric. But does that mean we owe each other anything? No, it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Just because I may do stuff for Brandon occasionally does not mean I owe him anything, or just because he does stuff for me occasionally doesn't mean he owes me anything, you know? And we're not... And just because we do stuff for each other occasionally, I don't think that Brandon's more of a friend than he already is, because we're just genuine friends. And Keemstar must be dealing with a pretty shitty existence, because if you're a 34-year-old man who spends his spare time arguing with teenagers and adults on the internet, and, you know, calls people niggers and does all this despicable shit, and yet you cling yourself to anybody that will kiss your ass, anybody that is willing to talk positively about you, then you're dealing with a pretty shitty existence, because I honestly think that this guy does not have any friends in real life.
No.
Which is just sad, because he thinks, oh, you're my friend, I thought I trusted you. And let's be honest, Grade A, Andre, and Leafy, they were never friends. Let's make that abundantly clear. No matter what they say in public, they were never friends. They were essentially just using Keemstar so they could get more popular. And now that they're more popular, it's not like they have a use for them. So, you know, like...
Even when you saw the videos on iDubbbz TV, he actually made some really good points, and he's right on everything about Keemstar.
Yeah, I mean, because... You know, because he truly believes that everybody's his friend. Like, he said that iDubbbz was his friend, and he actually said that he would destroy his career if he didn't like his content. Like, what kind of friend says that, too?
Who does that?
No, that's not something a friend would say. Just something an asshole would say.
Exactly.
They go point blank, period. And he's also been known to talk shit about his so-called friends behind their back. Like, Keemstar, in my opinion, is the Chris Brown of the internet, because he expects loyalty when he himself is not very loyal, and no one is going to want a friend that talks shit about them behind their back. That's not... Because when we've dealt with that, somebody like that in real life, we're not going to name names, obviously, for personal reasons, but we had someone that was exactly like this, so, you know, we could relate. And we couldn't trust him because he would... personal stuff about me that I cared about were almost leaked out there many times.
Yeah.
Like, another close friend of ours, it came out that he was dating this girl, and he didn't want that information out there, but this former friend of ours just blabbed it out there and that's exactly, you know, what Keemstar does, is that he just, you know, he just blabs this out, and he doesn't really think, you know. And granted, it's not like Grade or Leafy's motivations are any better.
No.
I mean, I could talk about him, but I already made a rant on it, and I go into pretty great detail. So if you want to watch it, I'll leave it in the cards to the side. So if you want to watch it, just you can totally do that. And there's also the fact that he does not pay his employees. I mean, that's been proven. I mean, and Drama Alert as a show makes $910,000 a year in ad revenue, and that's not counting sponsorships or merchandising. I don't know. What do you think about that, Brandon, and that whole thing? You know, because it's Becky Boop made a video about that. And if you want to watch it, you know, annotations above, please watch it. It's a fantastic video. But you would think for a popular show like Drama Alert that makes so much money, you would think he would actually pay the people that work for him. But what do you think about that?
Not only that he's paying the people for him at work, but he's actually using them.
Yeah, because they go out and find news, you know. I guess call a Minecraft player calling another Minecraft player gay counts as news. But anyways, so they go out and they find news, right? And then they don't get paid for it. They're like, this guy is one of the laziest hacks on the internet, because
exactly.
You know, he will have other people go and find the news for him. He reports on it and pretty much keeps all of the money to himself, and I think that's pretty much illegal. When you have interns and people performing a service for you and you don't pay them, that's illegal, you know, according to U.S. Labor laws. And you know, you work for your dad and you do like property construction or
oh, no, not property construction, but we maintenance about 2 apartment buildings, and then we clean a few places.
Yeah, and you know, he's paid pretty well. I can't obviously disclose how much he makes, but you know, he's making some paper, you know. And like when you have people performing a service for you, right? You have to pay them.
Exactly.
Most cases, you have to pay them. Most cases. The only instances where you don't is like if it's like a placement or like, you know, like co-op or something, or like or internship or whatever. But normally in most situations you have to pay them. And yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, I just find it to be just utterly ridiculous. Because this is the guy that said he makes so much money that his daughter could live comfortably for the rest of her life. So you would think he might use some of the money that Drama Alerts makes and pay his employees, but obviously not.
But he doesn't pay his employees, because all he's doing to that money, he's just keeping it to himself. Like, he's being really, really greedy.
Yeah, you know, and like, you know, and I feel bad because, and it's pretty well documented that the people that work on Drama Alert are treated pretty badly, to say the least, to say the least. But and I guess another thing that bugs me is that, I mean, this is a guy that's been known for faking news stories, right? Now, this is something that people have not been focused on.
It's always fake news stories.
Yeah, it had come out a few months ago that this guy, I'm pretty sure you remember this clip, right? You know, when Clara Babylegs, which is the girlfriend of Basher, was supposedly cheating on him and being a gold digger. If you don't believe me, check this clip out.
I picked her up from nothing and we moved out here. We fucking did. God damn it. What the fuck? I did everything for her. What the fuck? I did everything for her. She paid for absolutely nothing while we were out here. Literally nothing. Hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars down the fucking drain.
Now,
what the fuck?
Now, what if I were to tell you it was fake, or in this case, me and Brandon tell you it was fake? Don't believe us? Check this little clip out. You'll be absolutely amazed at the lengths Keemstar will go to manipulate the news. What do you have to say for yourself, Lord Farquhar?
But, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people out there that say, you know, that you're full of shit. There's going to be a lot of people out there saying that, you know, maybe you and Basher made a deal behind the scenes. Do you have any legitimate proof that she said this? I mean, these conversations can be forged, and then you interrupt me and you're just like...
Yes, sir, I do. I got a video. I got an audio right now.
Okay, give me the audio, and then we play it in the interview. Oh my god, it's over. Coming from Drama Alert. Okay, my fans are fucking cunts. They're not just cunts to, like,
and I'll even react. I'll even react like I've never heard it.
Now, this was a conceited effort to severely damage Claire's career, if not outright end it altogether. And all because Clara supposedly cheated on Bashverse and was a gold digger, which was actually proven to not be true at all. She didn't do any of that stuff. So it's not only incredibly despicable, but it's incredibly vindictive. Like, who the fuck does that to someone? And I wasn't even aware of this, honestly. I'll be honest, I was played for an absolute fool. Keemstar made me his bitch because I legitimately believe this shit. I know that sounds weird coming from me, but I legitimately believed it. So to find out months ago that that was not the case, and that Keemstar had faked the whole thing, was just like, could you imagine if CNN or Fox News was caught faking a news story? Or here in Canada, if Global News or CP24 was caught faking a news story?
Or CBC or CTV
Yeah,
News.
could you imagine that? The backlash would be unbelievable, and nobody would ever trust them ever again.
No.
And that's the thing when you're doing news of any kind, doesn't matter what it is. You're supposed to be truthful. You're supposed to be objective.
You're supposed to be double, triple checking.
Yeah, you're supposed to have integrity. You're not supposed to fake and manipulate news stories to suit an agenda or to fit a narrative. Because when you do that, when you are caught deliberately faking news stories just because you don't like somebody, then how the fuck do you possibly expect anybody to ever trust anything you say ever again? And Keemstar, we talked about this, saying if you do this kind of stuff, nobody will ever trust you ever again. When he does the same shit, I mean, like, honestly, if that was staged, what's not to say that all of the other Drama Alert episodes were staged? They probably were. If you really think about it. I don't know, Brian. What do you think about that?
When I think about it, it's just ridiculous.
It's just fucking dumb. Like, why do that? Like, what benefit do you really have? And he even says that he knows that his fans are cunts. And he knows that Drama Alert has a certain level of power. It's a popular show.
It is.
Whether you like Keemstar or not, it's hard. You cannot deny that Drama Alert is not a popular show. It fills, like Mundane Matt said, it fills a need. People love drama. And that's true. That's very true. People love drama. And look, I don't even mind. I really don't even mind people doing news shows about drama. It's whatever. But if you're going to do it, don't fucking fake news stories. Don't
just lie to your viewership.
Yeah, don't manipulate the news. Because how can you expect anybody to trust what you say when you do that? And all because you don't like somebody. And all because you have a fucking personal vendetta against them that you are going to, like, manipulate and twist the news to suit your ideals. And this is what Keemstar does, and he's done this on several occasions. It's not the first time that this has happened. He does this so often that I'm surprised that anybody even trusts this motherfucker. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
And don't forget, like, Keemstar also doesn't know how to take criticism that well. Like, when, like, someone criticizes one of his videos, he goes on Twitter and makes a short video and just talks shit to them.
Like IDub said, please don't make a video on me. Please don't make a video about me. Please, please. Because I will cry about it on Twitter, and that's what he does. Or when people calls him out for fabricating shit and, you know, making stuff up, he will go on Twitter to cry about it, saying, I don't know why I'm getting hate. Leave me alone. Oh, those people are lying. They're manipulative. It's just like, fuck off. Like, seriously.
He acts like a 15-year-old dude who starts a lot of drama in high school.
And you know what? Honestly,
He acts like he's in high school over again.
Absolutely. For a 34-year-old man, he acts like an immature teenager still in high school. And getting back to the whole manipulating the news thing. You remember the whole Bashverse I'm not a pedophile thing? I'm pretty sure you all remember that, right? Now, I'm gonna make this abundantly clear. This has no basis in fact or reality. I have no evidence to prove this, but I highly suspect that whole pedophilia scandal between when Keemstar was calling Bashverse a pedophile. I highly think that was fake. I really do. And if you are not familiar with the clip, I will show it. Here is the clip of Bashverse contesting that he wasn't a pedophile.
Oh, I'm done! I'm fucking done! Fuck! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Now, the reason that I think the whole Bashverse pedophilia scandal was likely faked and Keemstar was in on it, because if they were so willing to fake Clara supposedly cheating on Bashverse, if they were so willing to manipulate the news to get back at somebody, then what's not to say they weren't willing to do that? Like, I mean, like, I don't trust Drama Alert. I think it's really shitty and incredibly unethical.
I don't like Drama Alert.
You know, it is incredibly shitty and unethical. I really do think that was faked, because what's not to say that all the other Drama Alerts were faked? And because the reason I say that is because Keemstar and Bashverse, around the same time this was going on, they were working in secret with one another around the same time. Don't you find that incredibly suspicious? I mean, because Keemstar was going around...
It's very shady.
Yeah, because Keemstar was going around saying Bashverse was a pedophile constantly. Bashverse is a pedophile. Bashverse is a pedophile. But yet he was working with somebody who he was calling a pedophile. That's pretty fucking shady if you really think about it. So I'm thinking that they were in on it. That they were in on it the whole time, and that was made up for nothing more than YouTube drama, for YouTube money. Because let's be honest, Keemstar doesn't care about pedophilia. Daniel Keem doesn't care about pedophilia. The only reason he cares about it is so he can exploit it to make money. Is so that he can line his goddamn pockets with it. That's the only reason he cares about it. You know? And don't even pretend to try and care, Keemstar, that you care about pedophilia and that you care about the well-being of children. Fuck you. You don't. You fucking don't. And honestly, you only did this. And you only did this because you were so desperate for YouTube money, for YouTube views, because you are so hard, you have such a hard-on for fucking attention that you just make shit up constantly, and you do all this despicable shit, and then you wonder why people hate you so much. Maybe you should spend some time and look in the mirror, because honestly, and I don't see this very often, but I think in this case I'm justified. You're a fucking retard. I'm sorry, you are, because you have to be literally one of the least self-aware motherfuckers that I've ever seen on the internet, because... I don't know, what do you have to say, Brandon?
I just want to say this directly to Keemstar and Keem. Stop playing the victim, okay? You know what you did was really despicable. Stop making videos saying that, oh, I didn't do it. No, you need to stop playing the victim, because there's so much evidence out there that whatever you have, how can I describe this? Whatever
you can't deny it. You can't deny it.
You can't deny it.
You can say as much as you want that, oh, I'm just joking. I didn't mean that.
And even that 15-minute video I watched of you, like, I almost fell asleep through it, and throughout the whole 15 minutes, all of it was just lies and bullshit. So, as I said, stop playing the victim, okay?
Yeah.
Like, tell the truth.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Don't lie to your viewerships, okay? Because if you're going to lie to your viewerships, you're not giving the entire truth.
No, but I guess the truth is really hard for Keemstar. And don't get me wrong, Bashverse is a pretty manipulative piece of shit in his own right, but, like, I don't understand why you would think, essentially, faking this pedophilia thing, and I do think it was faked, because why work with somebody who you're calling a pedophile? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and also I want to say something to Keemstar, is stop accusing innocent people of falsely accusing them of being a pedophile. Like, look what you did to Tony
or
and
Pyrocynical. Yeah. I mean,
like, stop this.
Yeah. So, and what if I were to tell you, Brandon, that one of the videos that he made on pedophilia was monetized? Would you believe me if I said that? Yeah, would you believe me if I said that?
No.
Oh, no, it's true. It's true. Let's take a look, shall we? Alright, so you didn't believe me, Brandon, when I said that one of his videos that he made on pedophilia wasn't monetized, or was monetized, or whatever. I'll show you right now that I'm not lying and that this is the case.
Okay.
So this video, Minecraft, Stampy L, I mean, and he's talking about Stampy Lawnhead, or one of his friends, Lee, being a pedophile, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So let's click on it.
Yeah, because I kind of got confused by your reaction.
Oh, and look at this shit right here. Look at it. Look at that.
Wow.
What do you see? What do you see? It's a fucking ad.
Yeah.
For Stella Artois, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ad. It's an ad. And I looked at several other of his videos that he made about pedophilia, and while those aren't monetized, still though, why the if you're talking about pedophilia, about children being victimized, why the fuck would you have an ad so you could make money off of it? And yet, this motherfucker claims to care about pedophilia, yet he has an ad on it, essentially making money off of
all that
children
he's
being
thinking about is the
exploited.
money. It's like, come on, Keem.
And
come
just
on.
when I thought Keemstar couldn't even be more despicable.
Keem, you're like one of the most immature, like 34-year-olds that I think I've ever known. So come on, like focus on your family.
Yeah. So what?
Stop making all this drama. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
so essentially what Keemstar is doing is essentially making money off of children being sexually assaulted, being victimized, which is just fucking despicable. No matter how much you try to justify it. I mean, really, Keemstar? Really? Fuck this guy. Seriously, fuck him. Honestly, at this point, Keemstar is... He is everything that everyone says about him. And I know there are going to be some people defending him saying, oh, but Keemstar, he's not that bad. I mean, he tells the truth.
He's a lying piece of shit.
Yeah, he is a lying piece of shit, honestly. And
doesn't even care about anybody but himself.
He doesn't. And honestly, he is everything everybody ever says about him. He is a manipulative piece of shit. He really is. And honestly, I know this is gonna sound really harsh, but I don't care at this point. Honestly, Keemstar can go fuck himself and get cancer for all I care. And that's fitting. It's fitting. It's fitting for me to say that, and it's rightful for me to say that, because he said Total Biscuit deserves to die because he has cancer. So fuck it. I mean, he deserves to die from having cancer. You know, just drop dead. I know that seems kind of harsh for me to say, but honestly, who really cares? And because Keemstar has done so much. He is such a cancer to
He's
the
a cancer
internet.
to YouTube.
Yes, he's a cancer to YouTube. He's a cancer to Facebook and Twitter and the whole internet in general. Because look at what he's done to people. This is a guy that destroys careers. This is a guy that threatens to kill people. This is a guy that threatens people's spouses, their wives,
their
children.
Personal information.
Yes, just the whole 9 yards. And honestly, if you fuck Keemstar, fuck anyone that supports this guy. If you support him, then I feel sorry for you. I really do, because this is a guy that no one, absolutely no one, should defend.
No.
And I'm dead serious. Honestly,
this guy is Two-Face, and he's a snake.
He's a snake. He's a snake. He's a gnome. He's a rat. He's every other word in the book that you could call him. But that is not all. This guy, you remember Smile for YouTube, right? Smile for YouTube Gaming. He's Canadian. Go Canada. He, you know about this because I showed this to you before we started recording. He literally doxed Smile for YouTube Gaming, sent SWAT teams to his house, harassed his wife at work, because she works at a hospital, and talked shit about his daughter, stating, and I quote him here, "When your daughter is in foster care, you know you're going to be trolled to the max." He literally said this. Don't believe me? I've got the clip to prove it. Roll the footage.
Giving out my house address, giving out all of my information, everything.
Sounds like God has addressed your walk.
Because he thinks
this is his phone number.
Oh my fucking God!
They're saying 517 Clover Ave. That's
it's
no.
The province.
That's the wrong province. Like the guy's from Canada. This is his wife's phone number right here to her business because she owns a hair salon.
It's like a hair
Not
salon
true.
on the go. Like she does it at his house or what?
Yeah.
Not true.
Oh God, his IPs are being posted.
Yeah, this kid is a fucking loser in every sense of the word.
See that? You know,
Okay,
all my
like,
information.
It's not real. People do these prank calls to me all the time, and this happens all the time to me. The SWAT team comes to my house, they SWAT me. Okay, this is not real. It's not real. It's a prank call. Someone does this to me all the time. It's a prank call, sir. I'm very sorry.
We've got lots of trucks coming.
I know, sir. I'm very sorry.
We're gonna look before
It's
we leave.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, yes, sir. Dad, I'm sorry. I am recording.
Alright, so I think we've pretty much said everything that we've wanted to say throughout this really long video, but I'll end with this, and then Brandon will end with his final thoughts, and then we can just end this. Keemstar, I know you're probably going to watch this video. I know you're probably going to go on Twitter and cry about it like you usually do. And you can do whatever you want. You can send your overzealous 12-year-old fans to come and attack my channel. You can DDoS me. You can try and reveal my personal information and where I live and my house and swap me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. You're a fucking cunt. No matter what you try and pin me as, no matter if you say, oh, I'm just making stuff up, I'm taking what you say out of context. No, fuck you fucking asshole. I'm not taking anything that you say out of context. You do this shit to yourself. You don't like to take any sort of responsibility for anything that happens to you. You know what? And you really should do that, because it's not Grade's fault, it's not Levy's fault, it's not my fault, it's not anybody's fault, okay? It is your fucking fault because you don't take any responsibility for what you do. And you know what? I feel sorry for your daughter because she has an immature cunt for a father. You're a 34-year-old man and you act like an immature asshole on the internet. I don't even really need to go into it at this point. I think you all know what he does. So I don't know. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts to Keemstar are is like I said earlier, stop playing the victim, stop talking shit to other people, and act like a mature 34-year-old man, because you have a family to focus on and all that. So please stop acting like an immature man.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah, grow the fuck up. And here's a thought. Maybe actually take care of your daughter. Maybe do that instead of arguing with teenagers on adults and adults on the internet.
Exactly, because Keem, I don't know what you do in private behind closed doors, but whatever you do, it's gonna come out at some point.
And by the way, maybe when you grow up and stop being a fucking cunt, maybe you can actually get some real-life friends, Keem. I'm just saying. And
Internet friends are not gonna solve the problem. Like, internet friends are not your real friends. Get real life friends.
Yeah, but you know what? That's all we gotta say. I think we've made our points pretty well clear at this point. So we're just gonna end it right here. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero.
And this is Big B217, aka Brandon Nathaniel.
And we are signing out. Deuces, stay frosty and keep it weird. Cue an outro sequence now.